Hello, my name is Mariana and this is a reading today for Scorpio. So Scorpio, I'm doing your reading as usual with my own deck. So the cards that you'll see are from this deck. So Scorpio, what I'm seeing straight away from your cards today is that you are finally moving ahead with a certain path that you have begun maybe a while ago, and that for some reason you've been stalled in going in that direction. And I want to say this phase of pause that you were in, the hint that I'm receiving from the cards is that, within this group, because it feels like a team or a group or a crew, or you know you and another, it's like, or more than just you and another. It feels like a group, right? Like a teamwork or something like that. It's like when you were going in that direction with all of those people, or you know people that you thought were going in the same way, in the same heading the same way, suddenly the weight was too heavy to proceed. So you had to unload. It's almost like I'm seeing this ship, Scorpio, where all of you in that ship were heading in the same direction, right? For maybe quite some time. But suddenly the weight has gone very, very heavy to the point that there was no movement. And now that you are moving again, you understand what was the reason that was causing the stalemate, right? Or the pause. And I want to say the unrequested pause, right? The slowing down. And I feel like it's because there might have been somebody in this team, in this group, in this crew that had other feelings, divergent feelings from your main objective, your main goal. And for some reason, they were stalling the process, or they were slowing you down. And identifying who from this group is not wanting to go in the same direction as you is helpful to pick up the pace again. And I feel like this is what this reading is showing me, at least here in this first part, because I feel like for some reason the connection that might have bonded you together might have been like a close relationship or a friendship or an intimate romantic relationship that was keeping you together. But I feel like from your perspective now and from their perspective, clearly, it's like you have different goals, you have different purposes, you have different objectives. And so the movement was not happening because there was this disagreement, right? It's like, and now they know that, and so do you. But okay, so this last part that I was going to say, I'm going to wait until the end because I'm still unsure about this part, because I feel like the bond that connected you still pretty much felt by both of you. So we're beginning with the Six of Swords, and what I saw with this card was this ship, right? With a bunch of people, you included, and you being the commander of this ship in a sense, say, now let's get back to this movement. Now let's get on our way to where we were headed, in the beginning. And so there's something about the path that you were traveling, right? Or this this movement that you were in from the beginning, and whenever this beginning was for you, Scorpio. But there is a moment when things stop, when this movement is stalled, and it means that the moment of stopping, the moment of pausing, the moment of figuring out what this slowing down was is now overcome, right? Because now you're back in the movement. This is what I heard. It's like, now we're back to moving. We can move on. We can proceed forward. We can continue with what we were doing, with, you know, heading this way that we were heading in the first place. And it seems exciting. It seems like the goal or the objective or the purpose or the destination or the end result seems to be re-sparked, or there's something about well, yes, we have the Ace of Wands, which brings, you know, this new light, this new excitement, this new ignition point, which is refueled because of this movement that is now going back to how it was, or the speed at which it began, with, you know, the thrill and the interest from the beginning. But there's also something else that came through with the Ace of Wands, and I know, you know, fire usually takes us, or at least takes me, to red, yellow, and, you know, orange colors. But actually, because sometimes this image shows me a tree, this was talking about a green light. So, you know, green from the tree and light from being wand, right? Being this source of light. So there is a green light that you are receiving that is reigniting your passion, reigniting your drive, and giving you back this excitement from this thing, from this endeavor, from this adventure, from this trip, right? From, it's like if you were a little bit disappointed with knowing what the path was but feeling like you weren't moving, right? It's like, here it is, the green light that can let you proceed, like let you continue on your journey that you had already started, but for some reason, and I want to say for this reason here, the Seven of Swords. So here we have 6 swords, here we have 1 extra sword. It feels like among the group there is somebody that is being highlighted, that is being it's like everyone else in this group is suddenly looking to this person in the center and saying, listen, you are not in alignment with the rest of us. What is going on? Why are we stopping? Because suddenly there is like a, maybe like a, it's not like a piece that needs repairing, right? Or a person that needs repairing. It's just that the flow, or like if we think of people rowing a boat, right? And suddenly one of them is not rowing anymore, then you cannot proceed at the full speed that you were, right? And this is what I'm seeing here. So you being this leader of the crew, of the group, Scorpio, it's like you are holding off of the movement, like you're stopping everything so that the entire group can assess what is wrong, what is going on, what is the problem, what is the reason that you're not moving at the same speed. And so because we have this Page of Cups coming next, right? And here, when the movement flows again, right? When you're allowed to move again, when you receive the green light, it's because you are back in this 6 of Swords energy. And when there was this extra person, you know, although in the beginning that might have seemed like this very good extra hand, right? Extra pair of hands. Just a second, sorry. So going back to this Page of Cups, so the help that eventually this Page of Cups could have offered to you to join this team, to join this group, to speed up things, right? It seemed like something that make sense, right? It at the time, at least, it felt like an extra boost, a help that could just speed up the process. But as time went by, as you know, the progress was being seen or was being built, there was a certain discomfort coming from this person that was diverging from the main objective of the entire group, right? And you're the leader of this group, Scorpio. So maybe you felt the discomfort on this person, and you were already sensing how they were, instead of helping, now they were stalling, or now they were slowing down your progress. And so, just a second, sorry again. So, going back to the Ace of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and the Page of Cups. I feel like you knew, or you were having this sensation that something was going on with this Page of Cups. And maybe it's because you feel them in a very intimate kind of way, especially because we have the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups. So that's the reason why I'm saying, and I'm going to mention this with these next cards also, but I feel like for some reason, Scorpio, you were the one who brought them into the group, or you were the one who invited them to join this team, right? And to be there with you, to keep you company, but also to help the entire group. So, but for some reason, maybe because of this close connection to them, you were feeling like they are now wanting a different thing, or maybe they're just not interested in heading the same way that you are heading, or going in the same direction that you were going. And I feel like for them, this is an incredible emotional moment, an emotional situation, or even like an emotional decision to them, especially because they're coming with the Chariot and the Ace of Cups. And the Two of Cups is the one that is ending, but I'm going to show you next. So I feel like there is something connected to your direction and their direction. So one thing coming from the Chariot is that, it's supposed to be traveling on roads, right? On the earth, on land. And this Six of Swords was bringing me the image of a ship being in the water, right? It's like immersed in water, like a different landscape. And because your motivation is coming from the Ace of Wands, which is sparking your interest, your curiosity, your need to know, need to go on an adventure, and their need is sparked by this Ace of Cups, this might have been the reason that they joined in the first place, right? It was not exactly because they were interested in reaching the same goal as you. It's like they were motivated maybe by the love they felt for you, maybe by just wanting to be near you and wanting to accompany you wherever you went, right? It's like their motivation was love, and maybe love for you, not necessarily love for the journey itself or for reaching this goal. And so there is something about this difference in life achievements, in purposes, in like just desires. And yeah, it's like they maybe they are questioning, right, whether they are really part of the crew or not, right? Or if they're just, dead weight, or, an extra weight that is not adding to the group and not even adding to what they want, to what they feel in their heart that is their mission. And so I feel like it's almost like they're going their own way, right? Because, the moment that you find yourself and the rest of the team back in this movement, is when you have the Six of Swords, because when you had the Seven of Swords, you had to stop and review, right? And ask this one what they wanted to do, right? And so I feel like their ultimate decision is to leave where their heart is calling, because in a sense, I feel like they followed you because they were listening to their heart. But since your goal is clearly not the same goal as theirs, it's like they just don't see any resemblance to what they truly want. It's like with the Chariot, it's like they want to go find their own purpose, or they want to explore new terrains, not the one that you are wanting to explore, right? It's like they feel like a very sensitive person, and what motivates them is like whatever their heart shows them, right? Their heart is the ultimate guide. And I feel like because we're ending with this Two of Cups, that's the reason why I mentioned that they followed you, they accepted your invitation to join the crew, to, you know, go on this journey with you and the rest of the team, because they loved you, because there was love motivating them, because there was this heart alignment that gave them the signal that this was the way to go. And for some reason, the movement towards your goal, Scorpio, was not meeting their goal. So, but they only saw that once they were en route with you, right? And now, feeling like they were stalling you, it's almost like it is emotional, because maybe they feel guilty, or maybe they blame themselves for slowing your progress, right? It's like because they truly love you, and I feel like you do too, but it's almost like this is it's like this bittersweet moment where you want to reach your goal, right? You want to reach your green light. Now that you have this green light, you want to keep on moving forward, right? To see where you're going, to reach this goal of yours. But seeing them leave, seeing them go in a different direction, you know, to explore new things without you, is emotional to you too, I want to say, because of this Two of Cups. It's like their presence was bringing love to this maybe crazy adventure, right, that you brought them in. And I feel like them leaving, yes, you are back in this movement, but somehow it's like maybe you're going to miss them, right? You're going to miss their sensitivity, the moments that, I don't know, you cherish with them, right? It's going to be just in your memory as you move forward in time. So it is a little bit bittersweet, but I feel like there is this parting your ways moment that is very clear to me. So I'm going to pull more cards for you, Scorpio, and also I'm going to pull from the astrological rooms in the extended reading. So if you want to join me there, I'll be happy to see you. If not, I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.